interesting dynamic here, isn't it? Sam Querrey gets the early break. Looks like he could run away with it, but back on serve. Representing Australia, but he's as American as apple pie. He's lived here all of his life, right here in Southern California, as a matter of fact. He's leading 4-3. We're on serve. They've traded early breaks. Here's Sam Querrey.
Player development team for the USTA. David, obviously composure in a final is so important. Last game or two, Sam got pretty upset.
Yeah, you know, this is all a learning process for Sam, and hopefully he can improve on what his match last week in the finals against Robbie. And, you know, he started out pretty well, and hopefully he can compose himself. You know, he did get a little upset, so, but it's still on serve at 3-4, so.
What are the things you talked about when he does get upset, and it's only human nature? He's nervous, he knows he's the favorite. What did you tell him to try and do to reset the mind?
Well, I just try and let him think about one point at a time, and try not to let him focus too much on the outcome of the match, and try and have fun. You know, a lot of times he tries to overanalyze his own style of play instead of maybe just looking at the whole match in general. So, you know, finals day is always tough. So.
And the key part of the game plan is what?
Well, let's try and expose Carsten's back and get him moving. You know, he's playing a lefty, and whenever you play lefty, you want to try and get him moving out to the back inside, and he seems to be doing it pretty well.
David, thanks.
15-30 in this game. And now 30 all at 3-4.
I think David's very worried about Carsten's spinning forehand, that one who likes to hit cross-court, and he hits it pretty short in the court, and it's actually bouncing up really high on Sam Querrey's backhand side. And if Carsten can make that and open up the court, Sam's getting behind in the points. Yeah, making that one forehand. That's a nice way to answer to that type of forehand, is to move around the backhand and hit that inside-out forehand and be more aggressive off the forehand side. Oh. Good comeback from Querrey.
So even at 4 games apiece. Pammy, did you say that you checked on the USOpenSeries.com, and it must be love, the player hits on that?
It must be love. I'll tell you, my top one so far that I've watched, and still missing a couple, is Serena Williams, when she's holding the doll of herself and the doll of Venus, and they have a little cat fight, and it is quite hilarious. I like the piano playing also of the Serb, Jankovic. Play the piano at all, and that was her choice when she was about 4, whether to play tennis or the piano, and she couldn't play a tune.
Anyway, you can check this all out on USOpenSeries.com. I like Andy Roddick. I crack up every time he opens his mouth.
I have no idea what you two are talking about. I got to check that out, obviously. Is that right, Cliff?
You mean you have not checked the US Open Series? Whatever. Is it just because I've been asking you to do it now for 2 weeks? 15 all.
You know what? 15. You know, if Carsten can continue to improve and just work on those volleys, you know, they've really been letting him down over the course of his career. He's improved it here, obviously, volleying much better, but was a little bit lucky against Leonardo Meyer as well. That was a bit of a scratchy match, and he also missed a lot of volleys in that match. Snatches at that volley occasionally.
You said something interesting the other day, Darren, that you felt Carsten's backhand volley was more susceptible for missing and snatching than the forehand.
Yeah.
And generally, that's, you could say, the other thing for most volleyers.
A couple of break points here for Sam Querrey.
It's won by Sam Querrey, 5-4. He leads. They're on serve. They have both lost their serve once. Championship match, everyone. LA Tennis Open, campus of UCLA. Querrey trying to win this one. Querrey up 5-4.
Second serve, and Sam's dropping really short, and Carsten doing the right thing and being aggressive on that return.
Yeah, that's strong. Good playing there. Now it's left 30. Querrey got the first break of serve, and he was in turn broken by Ball. And now Querrey in trouble at love 30. Should a quick mention of the fact that Nikolai Davydenko had a win today over Ferrero of Spain, 6-3, 6-love. So he's won 2 straight in Europe.
What's Sam's second serve win percentage in this match?
38%. And Carsten's at 25%.
And that's probably the key reason why both of them are really frustrated, is they've had a pretty scratchy start on the serve, particularly second serves.
That's an unforced error as well, and at the moment that's 15 for Carsten, and Sam's only had 2 unforced errors in the match, but I'm sure he feels like he can still play much better than he is so far.
Well, that was a couple of gifts from Carsten Ball. 30 all, 2 points away from the set. Set point. Oh! Gimme forehand put away as well as he's been hitting his forehand, but that one he really played. I mean, that was awful. Deuce.
And it was a point where Sam finally made a first serve that he hasn't made, I'm not sure, any prior to that in this game.
Set point again. Well, it's a great return. Got to that one little slice of the backhand side low. You've seen them, both of them, trying to get in a little bit behind serve sometimes. Not all the time, by any means. Change up though. 133 is it's his fastest. Second ace. Third set point. Time lucky for Sam Querrey as he holds and he wins the first set.